still deliver.
I'm out on the Steelers.
What?
What?
This is what I said about predictions week. He can't resist. Bro, why?
I mean, you're asking me
Tell us
a
more.
question. Does he still
Tell
have
us
it?
more.
No.
Bro, I'm starting to think about it.
Bro, what are you doing?
I want to hear it.
I mean, you want me to answer the
You were
question.
55,
If I say yes,
45 2 days ago.
I know.
What happened?
Look, they're the third best team in that division.
Definitively?
Yes.
You were 55,
Well, right now,
45
prediction
2 days
week
ago.
is 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
But right now, I am
right now.
steadily moving toward the
It's
Bengals.
fluid. It's
yeah,
fluid.
it's still fluid.
It's a good
but
take, don't get me wrong.
he's at 41. We've seen some video, all of us. He looks very slow. And he's going to need that offensive line to give him great protection. I don't think he's going to get it. And the run game, I think, will be okay, but not phenomenal. So I just, look, I have faith in Tomlin and his coaching. I'm not saying first losing season.
This is my fault.
You were
but
flirting with that before.
I was flirting
This
with
is
it.
my fault.
And Nick took it was such a good take.
No, that's
Nick took
not it.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
This
tape.
is
I
my-
had Dusty scrounging
Nothing?
through the
This is
looking for stuff. I never saw.
KW, I owe the show and the audience an apology. Because I shouldn't have done it. Like a week ago, remember I ran that montage of all the times Brew kept picking the Aaron Rodgers to go to the Super Bowl, to win the division with
Go
the
to the
Jets,
Super Bowl.
all
No,
of this.
they know you
and
didn't.
Brew
That's
and,
now swung the other
right,
way.
and now we don't even have suspense for predictions. We
Maybe.
week's
You
over.
never
jump
know.
it in front of
It's
it.
2 weeks. Two weeks to go.
Well, he's not going to
The
get
thing,
younger.
the thing that's so amazing, I feel like all offseason you beat the drum for him to go to Pittsburgh.
I did.
And
I
what a
think
great fit
Yes.
that would be for him to finish
DK
out his
Metcalf.
career.
Yeah.
And now
You
to
like
hear
DK
you say
Metcalf?
this,
You like
I
Mike Tomlin?
I don't know how to react.
I know, I'm shocked.
Look, it was the
whole-
best
it's
place
the
for him
Cam
to
Newton.
go. It was the best move for the Steelers
was
just
the
because
only
nobody else
place
was
he
out
really
there.
had to go.
Right. But I think they can still win 10 games. I just think they're the third best team in the division.
Okay.
Games, all right.
And
So that maybe
But
three,
if
maybe
they could
three
win 10 and
playoff
miss the
teams.
playoffs,
But they could win. If they can win 10, they can make the
playoffs are on the board. For
Okay. All right. Thank goodness.
back.
I'm a hard no. I thought of all the rankings in that Mike Sando quarterback tiers, I thought his was the most ridiculous. I think having Aaron Rodgers at 15, sandwiched,
Was it 8? Was it 50?
he was 15.
He was right
No, he
behind
was
Purdy?
16. Pardon me, because Kyler was the first person in tier 2.
Kyler, right.
It was Kyler, then Aaron. I forget who 17 was. But it
Yeah,
had
he was
him-
higher than Geno.
Geno was 17, and then it was all the young guys. I think having him ahead of, expecting Aaron Rodgers this year to be better than your guy Drake May, my guy Caleb, Bo Nix, who a lot of people like, he was ahead of all of them, I think is crazy. He's 41. He'll turn 42 during the season. He hasn't had an above average season in 4 years. And so I think DK Metcalf is a really good player. I also, and tell me if you disagree with me, Coach, stylistically, the receiver that obviously Aaron had the most success with, Devontae, is a historically great technician. You know what I mean? Not that he's obviously a great athlete and all those things, but Devontae is about routes and releases and hands and all of that. DK Metcalf, to me, is such a different type of receiver where I don't even know if he's a great route runner.
Right.
I certainly wouldn't describe him as a technician. It's just he's the combine photo that he had it come to life. Like, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, I can run faster than you. And he's a great player because of it. That, to me, is not the type of receiver I expect Aaron to have a great rapport with. I'm not saying he can't throw it deep, but you know what I mean? And so I just don't see that that's a great fit. And so, no, I don't think he'll be.
Yeah. Listen. Aaron Rodgers actually was pretty sneaky successful. Considering the team that he was playing on, it was a disaster from a coaching perspective, a disaster from a culture perspective. They did get Devontae midway through the season. Aaron Rodgers did have to play off not only some rust, but also just get comfortable back into his body. They led the NFL in 39 drops. He had 39 drops last year, which is just pretty outrageously high. Just bonkers how high that was. And things just unraveled. And I'm not making the argument that, like, Aaron Rodgers is sneaky top 5 quarterback in the NFL here. But the deck was stacked against him to even have a semblance of a successful season. And yet he still played pretty decent. Like, despite all those drops, he had a passer rating of 90, because as you can see, 39 drops, 11 more than the second most, which was Justin Herbert. And 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and 3,800 yards. I mean, like, he easily would have if someone could just catch the ball for him, he easily would have thrown for over 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. Easily. I mean, it's just basic math, you know? I mean, it's pretty elementary at this point. And that's pretty darn good. 4,000 yards, 30-plus touchdowns with not a good team and a bad coach. Seems pretty good to me. And still top 10 in big-time throws, which I'd actually like to see him do less of in a lot of ways, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm not prepared to say this Pittsburgh Steelers team is going to be great and Aaron Rodgers is going to, you know, rewind the clock here. But I can say that I'm actually pretty excited to see what they look like. Like I actually legitimately am. I'm more excited to see what this team looks like this year than I was last year with Russ and Fields. Because I do think there's a legitimate wild card here. And I don't mean like wild card playoffs, but like wild card isn't just kind of like, I don't know. This would be interesting. If Aaron Rodgers is healthier this year than he was last year, he now has the continuity of actually playing because he missed the entire year the prior before. He's in a significantly better culture team, a better head coach, a better offensive mind and coordinator. I don't know. What's that going to look like? And if his receivers can actually catch the ball and a better defense, a more consistent defense, I'm excited to see what that looks like. I mean, I really am. I really am. But I do think this is actually a sneaky difficult division because I think the Bengals are going to be significantly better than they were. And the Ravens have obviously been great for years. And I think the Steelers, like, outside of Aaron Rodgers just being an absolute old man out there who just is clearly done and's got nothing left in the tank, the Steelers are going to be competitive as well. So it's just like really everyone's just still going to keep beating up on the Cleveland Browns. But outside of that, you know, it's not going to be easy games by any stretch of the imagination, especially when the Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens are all playing each other. So how does that ultimately fall? That will obviously be the biggest question for the season for this division. But, yeah. I think the one thing that would give you pause about this is Aaron Rodgers is clearly not blowing people away, or this offense isn't balling in practice and whatnot to the point where people are really saying like, yo, this looks good. Like, you wouldn't be able to contain that, right? Like, you wouldn't be able to keep that in-house. Like, it would be leaked and people would be like, dude, we're hearing reports that Aaron Rodgers is just letting it rip all over the field, man. Like, he clearly still got it. Like, we're getting the more generic type of comments coming out of camp, or then we're then seeing the video of him like not looking so fat, and it's just like, I don't know what his intention was in that drill. Was he just going through the motions? How hard? You know, it's like you can't just take a random drill, a random 5 seconds of film of him running through some footwork drills and whatnot, and just be like, oh, there you go. It's just like you don't know what the whole approach there was. So it's like, you know, we got to take it easy, which is why I said it's a wild card. It's an intrigue. Like, I'm fascinated to see what this looks like, but he was good enough last year He really was. He was good enough. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. But he was good enough. And it was after missing an entire year and tearing his Achilles. So I just think that we should get a healthier, stronger version of Aaron. And now you're taking that healthier, stronger version on Aaron. The chances of him getting another season where he has nearly 40 drops is unlikely to happen. You have more stability from a culture and coaching standpoint and an offensive play caller standpoint. I don't know. I find it interesting. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Aaron Rodgers? Are you still buying that he can deliver it, that he's still got it, according to Ramsey? Let me know in the comments below. I'll read every single comment, so that you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.